So let's get started with the next film. This one has Karloff. First one had Lugosi, which was a surprise to me because I didn't realize that Lugosi was in that Ritz Brothers film. Um, so let's start up with the next film, uh, The Ape, starring Bela Lugosi. Excuse me, I just said it. He's Karloff. Is this gonna have French subtitles? It's awfully upbeat theme music for a Karloff film. Okay. Greatest show on earth. Doesn't that doesn't that tag belong to somebody else? I was gonna do this. I was gonna do this unboxing between films, but we're already running late, so let's just watch this one.
Well, boys,
Got any old tires you don't want?
only old tires I got 'em riding on.
We got enough money to go to the circus, but not enough for the sideshow.
Save your money. Plenty of freaks around here.
Hey, you think they got all the things they say they have?
Sure, the man told us.
Bet they ain't got no lions.
They have to. The man let us see
He
him.
did? Bet they ain't got no teeth.
Sure they have, long as anything.
Bet you and me go see him.
You can go ahead. We're going swimming.
Say, we're going past Doc Adrian's house, ain't we?
Sure.
We gone right by the front of the house?
Sure. What's the matter? You scared?
I ain't scared of no crazy doctor.
Well, if you're coming, come on.
Wait, you see, it's this way. I don't get home for dinner. What? Mom won't let me go to the circus.
All right, so you're afraid. Well, you'd better stay here.
They're throwing rocks at a doctor's house? What the hell?
Get out of there, you little rock! What are you? Oh, no, no. Come on, now.
Gee, look, he's got Willie.
End of scene. What? What?
can't understand why they don't do something about Doc Adrian. Destroying all the values in this town, giving Red Creek a bad name.
I think so. You're right, Mason.
He ought to have been run out of this town a long time ago.
Who ought to be run out of the town,
Dr.
Mason?
Adrian.
You should have been with us this afternoon. He scared the women so bad they haven't got over it yet.
Yeah.
This town's too healthy. Maybe he'd scare himself a couple of patients. Understand them big doctors make a lot of money on nervous women.
Well, it was so funny when that epidemic broke out, Quinn. You know as well as I do he used a lot of those patients as guinea pigs.
I know nothing of the sort. I know he did everything he could.
2 or 3 in this town who wouldn't agree to that. However, I can understand his reason for want of patients now.
Well, he got himself another this afternoon. Little Willie over there.
He ran after me, hurt me, and I wasn't doing nothing.
Poor child. I think you're all yellow.
She's right. And then you got the courage to do anything about it. His patients die on him, and now he's hanging around Miss Clifford's house experimenting with Francis, I guess.
You make a poor critic, Mason. Your greed hasn't done this town any good.
You doing preaching?
Little preaching wouldn't do you no harm. What with the people you squeeze dry and the usury you charge on your loans?
No,
Damn.
I don't ask him to borrow.
I guess there's an answer for that also. But I think it'd be wasted on you.
Business is business, Quinn, and you know it. Besides, we weren't talking about me. Why don't we kick the doctor out and be done with it? I'm ready anytime you're willing to start it.
Oh yes, that prescription. I'll fill it in a second. Been quite busy this morning. I'm sorry to delay you, Doctor.
Perfectly all right. I can fix it myself.
It's none of my business, and maybe we men of science think different from other people, but if they ever find out in the village what you've been doing...
You mean about the animals?
Yes, some of the dogs have been missed.
Well, that phase of the experiment is all over. I found out
Dogs.
all I need to know.
Can I help you?
You think they need you in the store?
Just as you say, Doctor, just as you say.
He is taking people's dogs.
Well, that's good. Enjoying the last of the sun, huh?
Oh, doctor. Sit down.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris, that circus
how's my
music
girl today? Oh, you're all
fits
dressed
with the
up.
the movie so far.
He's coming over.
So early?
We can't come tonight. He's going to the circus.
Oh, yes. I almost forgot. I've got a present for you, Francis.
Oh, for me, doctor?
Well, now, don't get too excited. Just you wait till you open it. It isn't anything at all. though.
Jewelry case. Oh, doctor. Oh, it's beautiful. But why so much, doctor? You gave me a birthday present last month.
So I did. Well, this is a make-believe birthday, just as you're my make-believe daughter.
What?
Was she very like me?
She'd have been just 18 today.
Well,
She was to have worn that. I couldn't save her, and I couldn't save her mother. I hadn't the weapons to fight the disease that killed them.
okay, where's
I
the
have
gorilla?
now, or at least I've got a knowledge of them. 10 years it's taken me. Francis,
10
you are going
years.
to walk again.
You're so intense, you frighten me sometimes.
So Danny's going to the circus, huh?
Yes. Then he's coming back here afterwards and tell me all about it.
Oh, he is he? Well, why don't you go with him?
Oh, me?
Do you
Oh,
think she
you're
could?
Fooling.
Why, of course she could. I don't know why she shouldn't.
Do you think she could?
Oh, Danny!
Oh, Danny.
Hello, Mrs. Clifford.
Oh, Danny.
Danny, how would you like to take Frances to the circus?
Gee, that'd be great, only...
Well, of course she can go. We can take care of her. I'll be back for you later.
Oh, thanks, doctor.
Now, don't you worry, Mrs. Clifford. 2 strong men to look after her. She'll be all right. Be back later.
Bye, doctor. Danny, I think you better run home and get yourself cleaned up. You look as if you'd brought all of the grease from the garage with you.
You know, Francis, I think the doc's
I guess
crazy.
we'll have to take her
I
word for
suppose
it.
I'll have to like him as long as he's nice to you.
He wants to be nice to everybody, but people won't let him.
Well, I'm not saying I believe all the things that...
Don't you believe any of the things they say about him, Danny Foster?
Well, all right, don't get excited.
Danny Foster.
Stories they tell about the doctor. are just as dirty as the grease on your hands and face.
Oh, dirty stories.
Well, that about takes care of me. So long, honey.
Goodbye, Danny.
We got 5 people watching now on Twitch. Who all's here? Those of you who just came in, say hello, please. Oh.
Stay with it, Doc. Don't let it throw you.
Oh yeah, load up a giant wheelchair into the back of the truck.
All right, Francis?
Oh, yes.
Bad idea.
Right. Okay.
Well, this time next year, it'll take 3 men to lift you.
Oh, not 3 men, Doctor. If it did, they'd want to kick me in the circus.
Hop in, Doc.
What?
Oh, no, you can get somebody else at the circus to help you lift her down.
What's the matter? Aren't you coming?
No, you two go on by yourself.
Oh.
Now, you don't mind if I change my mind, do you?
Oh, please, Doctor.
You'll have much more fun together. Off you go. And don't forget to tell me all about it in the morning.
So long,
We
Doc.
won't.
Thanks for everything.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Bye.
Goodbye,
They're gonna
Mother.
tie the chair down.
Goodbye, Doctor. Goodbye, Mother.
I guess we didn't see that part.
Come now. This is no time for tears.
I know it. I can't help it.
Ah, nonsense. The change will do it a world of good. Good night.
Good night.
Well, we made it.
Hey, did you see him, Mickey?
Who?
The gorilla. Did you really see him?
Yeah, in the sideshow. He's a big fella.
Is he bigger than 3 men?
That ape is bigger than 6 men. 6 big men.
It's the biggest ape gorilla in the whole world.
Look, here come the clowns.
Here come the clowns.
Having a good time?
Yes.
You don't act like it.
Gee, everybody's looking at us. I'm nervous.
What for?
Well, out with a married man and, you know.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gee, this is the best circus I ever saw.
It's the only circus I've ever seen.
Entertainment from the 12th century. Yeah.
Get him while they're hot. Race up. All right, officer.
Wow.
Peanuts, popcorn, right hot out of the oven. Excuse me, sonny. Peanuts, 5 cents a bag.
Isn't she lovely? She's so graceful.
Ah, she's not so hot. I saw her pass in the garage this morning. Them costumes make a big difference.
It's slow motion. It's
That's
eerie
what
slow
Dr. calls
motion.
Muscular grace. Muscular coordination.
Honey, look over in that ring there. See?
Yeah, distract her quick.
There you are. You're all right now. You'll be chasing bones in the morning.
Chasing bones.
What I've done for you, I could do for men. If they let me.
This is a very crudely put together script. Yeah, good morning everybody who's here. I see people watching, I'm not hearing from people. Say hello in the chat, please.
I'm sorry it's over.
We'll never miss another circus.
We'll never miss another circus. Playing Old Lang Syne? Okay, finally.
What are you trying to do? Drive that animal crazy? Well, he's getting mean. It's the only way I can handle him. You ever try a little kindness? Nothing wrong with him. Nabu. Come here, Nabu, old boy. Come on, Nabu. That's it. Yeah, well, 2 years ago, he killed my old man. And I ain't gonna let him forget it, understand? I know
Oh,
he did.
wow.
I was right here when he did it. Because he was abusing him, same as you're doing. If you don't watch your step, he'll get you, too.
The gorilla killed my old man.
Why
Okay.
don't you mind your own business?
Hi, Ivory. Ivory is here for the gorillas. Well, there's your gorilla. Yeah, there you go. Oh,
You boys wouldn't be gambling, would you?
Oh,
Sheriff, take me in.
the sheriff wants more free hot dogs.
Fine show you fellas put on. You was the funniest clown I ever seen.
Oh, I rode a horse. He was the clown.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, he looks like a judge.
Yeah. With all the tents soaked in gasoline, that's what happens.
Hey, Jim, Pete, let's give him a hand. Come on.
Can't handle it. Send an alarm. Get the animals out.
I'm actually not kidding about the circus tents soaked in gasoline. It was common for those heavy tent fabrics to be washed with, they would literally wash them with gasoline. They would clean them with gasoline. Ivory, this one is called The Ape from 1940, starring Boris Karloff. It's like the Hindenburg.
Listen here, Doctor. Dr. Adrian, get something to put him on. We'll take him there.
Get him on there. Somebody better get after that ape or he'll tear this town wide open.
Pete, get a posse together.
Come on, boys. Let's see what we can do about that fire.
The Hindenburg and the other Zeppelins in that fleet, they would clean the fabric with a mixture of chemicals that was basically rocket fuel. So, you know, no wonder the damn things exploded. Ivory, if you scroll down below the video, there's a button. There's a donation link.
Man badly hurt. Sorry to bother you, Doctor. Bring him in here. Come on, right in with him.
Well, what happened?
An ape got him.
An ape?
Hope we scared him off in time.
This man's badly mauled. Well, you better get him into my laboratory. Jane, you show them.
Oh, did the link just come up?
Was he in the cage with the ape?
No, the circus burned down and the ape escaped.
The circus burned down. And the audience?
They'd all gone home.
The circus burned down.
Thank heaven for that.
Thank you for the $10 donation, Ivory.
No, I'll take care of it.
Well,
That
then,
gets
come
us
on,
to
boys.
$20, 10%
Find that ape.
toward our $200 goal for today. I'm glad you're here, Ivory. Got 8 people watching in Twitch now. Everyone else is choosing to
Don't let him get at me.
be silent.
Don't let him get at me.
Oh, this guy's eyes.
I'm a doctor.
Am I hurt bad, Doc?
I'm afraid so.
I don't feel it. Am I gonna die?
We all have to die sometime.
Oh, just don't let me die, Doc.
Man. The highest kind of animal.
What's he gonna do?
Hey, Doc. What are you going to do to me? I'm going to write you into medical history. I'm going to keep a promise.
Wait here. Keep your eyes open.
Ivory says she's going to
Sheriff ain't got no heart.
a barbecue
Hungry,
later
I can
today.
eat cake.
Ooh, there's a barn.
I tell you what, wheel a TV out onto the patio and have the gorilla movies running while you eat. With this human spinal fluid, we'll attempt to spinal injections.
George, you take your fellows and search the country up around Carter's farm. Jim, you take your boys and cover the west side of town. Pete, you stay with me. All right. How about joining us, Mason?
Let the circus people do their own work. Why should we do it for them?
The circus is burned down. They've had trouble enough.
Oh, that's their tough luck.
Well, if we don't find that ape, our own people might get hurt.
That's your job. Your law and order. And why should I worry about other people? They don't worry about me.
You wouldn't be a little bit scared, would you, Mason? Well, don't be all day about it. We're ready.
It gives a body the creeps to think of that critter roaming around.
Better keep the doors and windows all barred. No telling who he'll go for next.
The doctor is trying to cure paralysis, spinal injuries. He's got this
Are you
young
all right,
patient
Peter?
here that reminds him of his daughter,
Want some more?
who's dead.
What you thinking about?
And he's been
I
experimenting
was
on
thinking
local
about that
dogs.
Wonderful woman Aerialist
People
I saw
are
last
people are
night.
noticing that dogs are
Oh, here
missing.
comes Dr. Adrian.
Morning, Mrs. Griffith.
Good morning.
Francis?
Oh, good morning, Dr. Adrian. I want to thank you again for the wonderful time I had last night. It was too bad about that trainer, wasn't it?
Now, don't you think about him. This is the most important day in your life. Today, we are really going to start her cure. I found the serum that I need.
I'm going to walk, Dr. Adrian.
I hope so. I'm not just thinking about you, Francis, but of all the other sufferers in the world, all the little boys and girls who can't go out into the sunshine and play and have fun, who have to spend their lives in a wheelchair.
She's taking all this very seriously.
I'll do anything I can, Dr. Adrian.
I know you will, my dear. It's not going to be easy. It's going to hurt. But when it hurts, don't be afraid. Just remember that when the pain is gone, it'll leave new life behind. Huh?
It's gonna hurt.
I think we better get her ready.
All right, Doctor.
Yeah, Ivory. I've always heard that Boris Karloff was a great guy, a really nice guy.
Now we've got him here and there and here. Now, if we don't get any results tonight, we'll start in here and work west. Oh, change your mind, Mr. Mason? I never change my mind. You gotta have one first. That's enough out of you. Here's that dispossessed notice on Wilcox. I want it served tonight. We're busy tonight. It'll wait till tomorrow. Your duty is to take care of the citizens of this town, not fooling around chasing apes. It seems you're in a mighty big hurry to make people uncomfortable, Mason. It's my business what I do. Fine, and it's mine what I do. We'll get to this when we have time. No. Good night.
Oh, Doctor.
Well, Francis?
Oh, my legs. They feel like lead. I can't lift them.
But you never could lift them
Oh,
before.
I know, but I never felt them before.
You feel them, Francis? You feel them?
They're so heavy.
Well, that's good news, my dear. That's what we were hoping for. But it's only just the beginning. If there's any change, you send for me immediately.
Yes, Doctor.
Like I said, I'm gonna be yawning all day.
Mother.
Jane. Jane. Jane!
Look,
Jane, stop this crazy thing.
it's there. Life in that tiny bottle. It's working.
Uh-oh.
The child will walk again.
No. Well, don't look at Jane. Yeah, just back away slowly, Jane. That does look like the same gorilla costume from the previous movie.
It's Wilcox. He's all torn up.
Yep. Ivory says she's having a premonition about
we've
gorilla
gotta get it
spinal
up.
fluid.
Ain't
Yeah.
no good. He's been dead for hours.
Let's notify the sheriff.
Right.
So is the gorilla actually killing people? He killed that trainer because the trainer was abusing him. Poking him with a stick constantly. He's just looking at the gorilla. Yeah, Ivory, the costumes. Oh, yikes. The costumes, the gorilla costumes are pretty interesting. They don't look like gorillas. This is the only thing. There's some kind of random man monster.
Doc! Doc! Hey, Doc! Yeah, what's wrong? He ain't Doc Wilcox. Anything I can do? No, he's dead in the door, Neil. You better be careful, Doc. Thanks, I will.
Better be careful, dog.
Yes, Jane, we are safe. But only you and I must know that he's dead. Good night.
Just though the gorilla's dead. Poor Jane doesn't have any dialogue.
My legs hurt quite a little, Danny. I know now Dr. Adrian is really going to cure me.
What if they hurt you? How can you be getting better?
Oh, you don't understand, Danny. They never hurt before. There was no feeling at all. Now they feel alive.
Just the same, I don't like it. I don't like things I can't understand.
I don't understand either, Danny, but I believe in you. Oh, I have so much faith in him, Danny. He says I'm like a daughter to him, and, well, I know he wouldn't hurt me unless he had to. It's part of the cure. It's just got to be.
All right. I'll try to believe too, honey. But I'd rather carry you around all my life than have anything happen to you. Hello, Sheriff. Any luck?
Not yet, but we'll get him.
Well, I hope so.
Come on, boy. Come on. There, looks like they picked up a scent.
Well, I hope so. End of my scene. Bye.
There, whoa. There. Well, what got into him? Hold on a minute, will you?
Yeah, you bet you
Hello, Doc. I haven't seen anything of that ape, have you?
No, I haven't, Sheriff.
Well, my dogs just acted as if they'd picked up his scent.
Oh. Well, I better be careful.
Yeah, you better be. Having trouble with insects, Doc?
Yes, this is just a little mixture of my own I'm trying to get rid of them with.
Well, if it works, let me know. My yard's full of them.
Certainly will.
Thanks.
Oh wait, is the gorilla not dead? Oh, Jane. The gorilla just walked out the door? What's going on?
Supper's ready. Are you going out?
Yeah,
That wasn't
Well,
walking
then
like
let's
a
do
gorilla.
dumplings.
I don't care for lamb stew and dumplings, thank you. Besides, the sheriff wants us out early to capture that ape.
You needn't lie. I know where you're going.
Oh, you do?
Yes, everybody does.
So you've been listening to gossip, eh?
I can't keep people from talking to me and telling me you found a new interest.
Suppose I have.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it, I guess.
Well, keep that in mind.
But if you just wouldn't carry on here where we live, so people would stop pitying me.
She's,
Even if you'd go somewhere else.
she's very
Why don't you
matter of
try
fact
going
about it.
somewhere else?
But I have no one but you. I have no folks. I've got no place to go.
You got the river.
Oh, 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 wow. Wow. Yeah, see, that doesn't...
Poor Mason, I feel sorry for his widow.
She's better off.
Oh, that ain't funny when a man's been clawed to death.
I didn't like him when he was alive, and I don't see any reason to like him when he's dead.
Just
Oh,
the
it's-
same, it ain't right, even if he was no good.
We gotta give that ape credit. He only picks out the ornery cusses.
What makes you think you're safe?
Well, boys, you got yourselves some rest today?
About 40 wings, we're plumb tuckered out.
Well, maybe we can get some more people in to help us out.
Why don't we go out in the daylight?
Because he don't come out in the daytime. The circus people told us we'd never get him then. We got to catch him prowling after dark.
Think he's still hanging around the village?
He got Mason, didn't he? And we found new tracks up around Dr. Adrian's house. Oh, give me a sarsaparilla.
So they're using the boys at the drugstore for exposition. They did that at the beginning of the film. They don't film any actual scenes. They just...
Quiet, you.
Did you get the local
What
good
do you
old
think of
boys
that,
to talk
Sheriff?
it up?
Even the dogs don't like him.
Well, what got into him anyway?
Act the same way around his house.
Don't make sense. Maybe it's because the doc looks so much like an ape himself. This is no time for joking. All of you be on the job tonight.
This one is moving along a bit more quickly than the Ritz Brothers film. We're halfway through already. It didn't seem as
I'm
long.
scared, Mrs. Clifford. She looks almost... I'm really scared.
We must trust Dr. Adrian.
But we don't know. He ain't got a patient in this town. People don't just hate a fellow for nothing.
Do you hate him, Danny?
No. It's not hating him. It's loving Frances the way I do. If anything
Aw.
happens to her, I'm going down to see him. I gotta ask him. I gotta know.
Danny? Danny's worried, isn't he, Mother?
Now you just rest, dear. Danny'll be all right.
If my legs didn't hurt so. I'm not afraid. You aren't, are you, Mother?
No, darling. I want my little girl to walk again.
Ivory says she watched that Rich Brothers gorilla movie last week and says, I love it. Well, Ivory, I feel differently about it.
You ain't going in there, Doc.
Now, what is this, Danny?
I'm scared about her. I gotta know what you're doing.
Well, surely you want her to live a normal life like other people.
Well, sure, as long as nothing happens to her. I love her just the way she is, Doc. I can take care of her. I want to take care of her. I don't want no experimenting on her.
But, Danny, if through her I could rid the world of
I'm
this-
not in love with the world. I'm in love with her. I get it. She's just a guinea pig to you. Well, you gotta stop it. You gotta stop hurting her.
Have you been to your garage today?
No, I ain't. I've been too worried.
Well, you take care of your cars, and I'll take care of my patients. Now, just you run along.
I ain't running no place. I ain't no doctor. And I don't know enough about what
This is
you're
the
doing.
most casual confrontation
But if
scene
anything
ever.
happens to Francis,
Nothing's going
Both
to
guys
happen
put their
to
hands in their
Now, don't
pockets.
interfere.
Once again, the dialogue is finished, so they just walk off camera.
How do you do, Dr.
Griffin, how is my patient feeling this morning?
I'm all right.
She's been in great pain, Doctor.
In pain? Oh, that's good.
Good?
Of course it is. That's what we're looking for. Now, you prepare her. Work.
You say the name is Mason?
Yeah. Yes, Doctor. Initial H. Anything in your examination to go into my report?
No, I believe not.
Well, I just said the death was caused by a fractured vertebrae. I guess that about covers it, doesn't it?
Yes, I should say that it would.
The reason I sent for you, Doctor, is because you examined the circus trainer when he was sent north. And this case being a similar one to that, I thought probably in your examination that you had discovered something that I had overlooked to put in my coroner's report.
I see. This Dr. Adrian, whose name is on the death certificate, is he the local physician?
Yes, if you can call him one. Folks around here don't like him much, though.
And he was also called in on the case of the trainer?
Yes. Yes, that's the same fellow. He came here during the paralysis epidemic. But the folks around here say that he experiments too much.
Thank you very much, Coroner. I believe you've given me all the information necessary.
This is like the third time they've had somebody explain the doctor's history.
Oh,
Francis, what do you feel?
oh, my legs.
They're hurting?
Oh, they hurt terrible.
Have you more sensation than you had yesterday?
Oh, yes, much more.
Do you think perhaps you could walk?
Oh, no.
Then try to move your foot.
Oh, I can't.
You can. Try.
No,
You can.
no,
You can.
no.
You can.
Oh, Mother.
Oh,
It's working.
Oh.
Now you rest. You rest. I'll be back later.
Mother. I know I'll be able to walk again.
I know, baby. I know.
Dr. Adrian?
That's right.
I'm Dr. McNulty from the Robinson Foundation.
Oh, yes.
I had occasion to examine the body of a circus trainer who was killed by an ape here in this town.
Yes, sir.
I understand that you administered to the wounded man before he died.
I did my best for him, but it was quite hopeless.
In spite of the spinal injection you gave him?
I gave him no injection.
I just came from viewing the body of this man, Mason, and I noticed a similar spinal puncture. Did you examine him also?
Well, they called me in, of course, but it was too late. He was dead.
And you noticed no such puncture?
Well, the body was so badly mangled that... Well, no, I didn't.
I see. I understand they've had an epidemic of paralysis here.
That's true.
Many years ago, the Robinson Foundation found it necessary to expel from the institution a most promising young research worker because of his daring, unorthodox experiments with spinal fluid.
It was 25 years ago, to be exact.
Then you are that Dr. Bernard Adrian, whose definite theories...
And in spite of what you did to me, for 25 years, I've been engaged in proving those theories.
By what method have you been doing this?
I'm not in a position to disclose that at the moment.
I see. Well, I'm afraid you leave me no alternative but to report...
Wait. If I could give you some small measure of proof, would you change your mind?
I doubt it.
Let me show you. I'll show you. You see? Now, these two creatures were completely paralyzed. But after my treatment, well, you can see for yourself, they're as lively and healthy as ever they were.
All this has nothing to do with the case.
But it has. The serum that I used.
What became of the serum you took from those two men?
You come with me.
Doctor.
Oh, Mrs. Clifford. Now, this is Dr. McNulty.
How do you do, Doctor?
He'd like to talk to Frances.
She's asleep.
No, I'm not asleep, Mother.
Hello, Francis.
Hello.
Now, this child has had a complete paralysis of her lower limbs for 10 years. Is that right, Mrs. Clifford?
Yes, it is, Doctor.
Have you had any feeling at all in your limbs since Dr. Adrian has been treating you?
Yes, they've been terribly heavy, and I've had a great deal of pain.
Pain?
Yes, and just a little while ago, I moved my foot.
Is that right?
That's right.
Will you do it again for me?
I can't.
Make an effort.
I can't.
Thank you. That's all.
I think you'd better take her out into the sunshine.
Is anything wrong, Doctor?
Why, no, Francis, dear, of course not.
Well, her foot did not move. But I did feel a definite muscular reflex. Congratulations. May I notify the foundation that you'll come back to us?
What?
It's too late. I have to stay here.
At least give me your promise to keep us informed of your progress.
Every step of the way.
Karloff is
Thank you.
trying real hard to do some serious acting. It's like he's on screen alone. Nobody else is is working with him here.
But it's not finished. It's not finished.
Gee, look, those. Do you see something?
These kids have guns now.
Yeah, the way you see the white of his eyes? Maybe they ain't white.
I'm gonna take a chance and shoot now.
Oh, no! Come here, Willie.
These kids were the first scene in the movie. They were throwing rocks at the doctor's house. Now they've got a rifle.
are, Jed Halliday. I want my Willie found. The idea of him wandering around in the dark with that gorilla
Which
loose.
none of you men seem able to capture.
Oh, it's all your nephew's fault. He's always leading my little Willie astray.
Well, he's always under Mickey's heel.
Oh, he's nothing
Now,
to the
ladies, we've got work to do. Your kids are just someplace where they shouldn't be. That ain't nothing new. Have you looked down in Jones's barn? I caught 'em smoking there last week.
We've searched the whole town.
Go take a look for 'em, Pete. They ain't far away.
Sheriff! Where have you been? Just a minute, Walker. We got him!
Oh, what is it?
Mickey killed him. He shot him dead. Bang, bang, between the eyes.
Hold it, kids. What'd you shoot him with, Mickey?
My 22. I got a good beat on him.
Where's your 22, Mickey?
He dropped it, Sheriff. I did not. The ape grabbed it. I'll ape you when I get you home. Ah, gee, Ma, don't you believe us?
Where'd you see him?
On the pike about a quarter mile from Doc Adrian's house.
All right, get him home.
Come on, Mickey.
Come
you're
on,
going
Willie.
home right
Come
now.
on, get- come
You're
along
going
home.
home right now.
Come on, get out.
They probably shot a cow.
Yeah.
I look into it. Where are the dogs?
Red's got him over on the other side of town.
All right, let's go. Wait a minute, boys. I want a word with the doctor. I'll be right out. Okay. Is the doctor in?
Does Jane have a backstory? I'm wondering what this poor woman's story is.
Yes?
Oh, she actually whispered. It's the first time she said anything.
Well, good evening, Sheriff.
Just wanted to see if you were all right. Ain't been out, have you?
No.
I'm trying to think out, Doctor, a lot of things. That ape seems to take a fancy to your place. Now, don't take offense, Doctor. I'm just trying to clear up my mind. Them dogs of mine have been sniffing ape for days. It's made them foolish, I guess.
Sniffing ape.
Else why'd they snarl at you?
Well, there may be some chemical odors on my clothes that offended them.
Uh-huh. But I ain't never seen my dogs offended at anything. Can't understand it, Doctor.
Wait a minute. Jane! Just get me that torn coat of the trainer's, will you? Now, this is an idea that's just occurred to me. I don't know whether it makes sense or not, but perhaps it'll explain your problem. You see, this coat was worn by the trainer when he was mauled by the ape, and it's been in the house ever since. Now, that perhaps explains the interest of the ape in this house, and your dogs in me.
Then I'll bet you're right. Well, I'll get along. Think I'll put a few men around your house the rest of the night, Doctor, just so you'll be protected.
Don't bother, I'm perfectly safe, and they might interfere with some work that I have to do.
Well, maybe I'll just keep an eye out myself. I'm just a bit scared, Doc. But don't tell anybody about it. This is the coat that trainer was wearing when the ape killed him.
Boy,
Just
did
look
he
at
rip
Look
that
how he
up.
got
He
into
sure
that.
teared up in a struggle. One sweat.
Well, come on now, boys. This isn't getting us anywhere. If we lay down on this job, our own coats will be in the same shape. Come on, let's get busy. Now, you fellas get back to your positions. You boys go up this way. All right, Sheriff. I'll stay here.
I can't fail. I can't. Now, Francis, dear, I want you to forget all the hours you've spent in this chair. Put them out of your mind.
He's not gonna do
You're
hypnosis,
not
is he?
paralyzed, you never were. Fasten that firmly in your mind. You're not paralyzed. You'll do that for me?
I'll try.
Don't forget, you are not paralyzed. Now then, move your right leg. Move it. You can.
I can't.
Try.
Stop it, you're hurting her.
I can't, Dr. Adrian.
Try it, Francis. You can. You know you can. Move. There. You moved it, didn't you? You moved it. Now the left one. Now the left one. Now move it. Try. Try again. There. You moved them. You moved them both, didn't you? All right. Stand up and take a step towards.
Acting.
Do it. Do it. It's only your mind holding you in that chair, not your body. Do it, I say. Do it.
You see, I told you.
Go get her some water. Oh, she's all right, Danny. She's better than she was, isn't she? She needs more. She needs more. Take care of her, Danny. I'll be back.
Oh, Francis, darling. Francis.
Name's Halliday, sheriff over to Red Creek. Had a job finding you.
Well,
Sheriff
second
over to
job
Red
is pretty
Creek.
hard to get, Sheriff. You know, all jobs are kind of scarce. You boys get that ape yet?
That's what I come about.
Didn't get him, huh? It's bad. He's a killer.
You boys got some responsibility tracking him down, haven't you?
Well, we did the best we could, Sheriff. The fire broke up the circus. Some of the boys stayed there, didn't they?
Yeah, but that's not what I come about. I just figured when you're looking for something might help to know its habits. Too many things about this animal I don't understand.
Well, animals is all alike. Lions, elephants, dogs, they all got one-track minds.
What do these gorillas live on? You ain't killed any animal.
Shucks, no, they won't touch an animal except out of meanness. They live on fruits, vegetables.
Well, that's
such.
what's bothered me. What's feeding this fella?
Maybe digging up a garden patch or two or stealing a little bit of fruits.
No signs of it. Checked with all the farmers. Do they prowl around much, or do they stick to one place?
Well, the gorilla generally sticks to one place if he's got anything there to keep him.
We see evidence that this fella's hanging around one place.
Hey, that ape had it in for the trainer. Where'd he die?
In the house of a doctor near the outskirts of town, and that's the place we think the ape's been hanging around. Say, how would he trace the trainer to that house?
Well, sense of smell. They're pretty good at that. Did you bury him in town?
No, we sent his body to his people up north.
That don't give us much, does it? Any of his clothes around?
When that trainer was taken away, his coat was left in the doctor's house. Would that draw the ape there?
It certainly would. You better get rid of him.
I was afraid my time might be wasted coming over here, but I guess it ain't. Thanks very much, Mr. Howley.
That was a pretty good conversation.
I'd like to make home around nightfall.
I like the fact that
Anything I can do for you, let me know.
I like the fact that he pointed out that a gorilla won't attack animals, that they eat fruits and vegetables.
Two injections. Should have been enough. Take this record book and keep it for me safely. One more. One more.
Pete, you two boys go over there by that shrub. Danny, take your men down there 100 yards by that rail fence.
Okay.
Oh, Sheriff, we've been watching there every night, and so far nothing's happened. Now
Will you take orders?
All right. All right.
You two boys go over by Wilcox's barn.
You mean Wilcox's barn?
Yes, Wilcox's barn.
All right.
You two boys go down the road 100 yards.
What did I say?
You two wait for me over by that stone fence.
All right, Sheriff.
Is the doctor here? You sure of that? He's not in there.
Okay, end of scene.
Say, Sheriff, what's the idea of sticking around so close to the doc's house?
Because that attendant told me that ape would haunt any place where that trainer had been.
Oh.
Oh,
What's getting into that,
okay.
Sheriff? He's getting touchy. Lost his sense of humor. You know, when a man can't laugh, it just...
Earlier I said that this movie was moving along. It isn't anymore. It's come to a dead stop.
Do apes ever return to the scene of the crime?
They're noted for it.
Well, we got something to look forward to.
We need to wrap this up, guys. Come on. For a second there, I thought there was going to be some Three Stooges shtick.
George!
Oh, he's not dead.
Archie! George!
What's the matter?
It got me. Fire shot.
Come on.
Did you hear that shot?
Yes, but you told us not to leave here.
Where was it?
That way.
These guys are trying to do some comedy there.
What is it? What's the matter? Did you fire that shot?
Yes, it's Tomlin. The ape twisted his neck, but Archie knifed him.
Can you walk? Pick him up and carry him to the doctor.
All right. Go and get him.
God, he can't be far away. Come on, get out. Come on, you fellas. You
I'm
boys
all
come with
right.
me.
Go and get him. Coming up on noon. Coming up on noon. Less than 3 hours into this, and
You hear that?
I'm fading.
Doctor! Dr. Adrian! Doctor!
Oh,
Oh, let me go. Don't stop me.
No, Francis. I'll see what's happened.
Francis!
Let me give him one, Sheriff. Hold on, that's enough. He's done.
What they doing? What are they saying?
Darling, I don't know.
Oh, it's just a costume?
All right, boy. Take that off of him.
Let me through. Did the ape hurt him? Let me through! Let me through! Dr. Adrian.
Oh, is she gonna stand up?
Come to me, child. Walk. Walk.
Ridiculous scene.
There. You see?
He's dead, boy.
Oh!
Okay, how much of an epilogue do we have here? About 1 minute.
No, wait, Danny.
Yeah, you're right, Ivory. She's tall as hell. Uh, 10 years in that wheelchair, her legs haven't atrophied at all.
Honey, you must know but do it.
I'm doing better every day, Danny.
Oh, sure. You're doing swell, but
So he...
you gotta take it easy. I'll get your chair.
No, Danny. Mother and I burned the chair yesterday.
burned it.
We're going to use it again.
You bet you will.
So he didn't inject himself with some gorilla serum that turned him into an actual ape. Yeah. He was just wearing a gorilla suit. I don't... Okay, Ivory, he skinned the gorilla. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. That was really unsatisfying. I didn't I didn't get a kick out of that at all. It wasn't even funny. Halfway through, I was thinking it was moving along pretty well, but then wow, the last half, good lord, terrible movie. Ivory says, but it's Boris. Yeah, well, it still wasn't good. All right, well, thank you for being here. Those who are watching, I've got 5 people. I see 5 people in the chat. This is the 50th Street Studio All Gorilla Marathon. We just finished movie number 2. We're gonna start Bride of the Gorilla. Excuse me, the Ape Man at noon, which is coming up in about 15 minutes. We are fundraising for 50th Street Studio. We've got $20 toward our $200 goal. There is a donation link below the video, and if you look in the chat, there should be an automated link that comes up periodically. So those of you who are watching, welcome, and please donate. Before we move along, Irie says you can't get better than that. I disagree. You can get a lot better than that. It's not a good movie. Before we move along, I have a box to open here. It's a box of merchandise from our merchandise store. We have a Spreadshirt store. The link should be coming up in the chat periodically, along with the donation link. And I'll open this up and show you some examples of the kind of stuff you can get at our merch store. I tell people about it all the time, but I've never actually acquired any of our store merchandise until now. So take the opportunity to show people some of the things you can get. Here is a 50th Street Studio tie-dye shirt. That's interesting. Well, I can, yeah, this is a new shirt smell, all right. You can smell the chemicals on it. Interesting. It's a nice tie-dye pattern. I wonder if these shirts are individually tie-dyed or if this is some pre-print. Anyway, there's shirt number 1. And I've got a baseball tee here. Black on gray with a 50th Street Studio logo here. The print is pretty dark. You know, the green and the red ink are pretty dark here on this dark gray. Looks like they're not using they're not starting with a white underprint, which they should, and they're not doing. That's another reason to order samples of our own stuff to see if the stuff is actually good. I've got another little package here. This should be a sticker. Did I order only one? I think so. Yeah, there's a transparent sticker. The color on the sticker is pretty nice. It's a nice size too. There's the see if the sticker peels up. See how easy it is to peel up. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So the shape, the sticker shape is cut out here. Or the image shape. Yeah, see, there we go. Yeah. That's a nice sticker. I like the sticker. Don't know where I'll put it. Then I've got another little box here, which should be a mug, should be a coffee mug. Yeah, there we go. With a dark blue interior. You can also get these with a bright red interior. And there's the 50th Street Studio logo on it. I think the logo needs to be larger. Yeah, I may re-upload the design, make the logo a little bit larger. Well, there you have samples of our stuff. I'll be honest with you, I'm not crazy about the quality of the t-shirts. I'll have to write to them about that. The ink on these t-shirts was not properly done. They need a white underprint if you're gonna print on a color like this. Ivory says it would look nice on a laptop cover. She says, "What's the ounce size of the cup?" I don't know. I'm thinking 8 ounce. It's not terribly big. I mean, look at my hand. This is yeah, this looks like maybe an 8 ounce cup. Anyway, you can look at it on the on our store there. It's about 8 minutes before the hour, before time to start the next film. I'm wondering if I should play a short film. The next film is The Ape Man, which is only an hour long. But I think I will show a short. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll show another Three Stooges short. Before we get to that, though, I should put up the poster for the next film.